You watch the deliverance of what really happened. But when you go back home today, you know how much money you partner in this ministry. You know how much the devil has stolen. Shall understand why the Lord, even in scripture, says 10% of all. You'll be trying to protect the bigger share that is being stolen. But you watch the deliverance session. Now let's hear from you. What did you see?
At first, I was in this place where there was two distinguished places. It was, the other side was dark and the other side was white. And then there was a rope, and then I could see entities. It was more like a tug of war between the dark side and the white side. So those entities were pulling this side, the dark side. Then the entities from the light, they were also pulling from the other side. And then I was holding a bag of money, and it was in a sack. So as I was putting the money, like, because it seemed very heavy, I couldn't even hold it on my shoulder. So I was dragging it. So the moment when I got to the point where there was the rope of the tug of war, then those people from the dark side, they said, this money belongs to us, we want to take the money. Then when I said, no, this money is ours, and then I saw Kelvin, he then came and said, no, the money is mine. And then we started fighting for the sack that I was holding. He was trying to drag the sack, but it was like as if he's taking the sack and he overpowers me, he's falling on the dark side. But when I overpower him, I fall on the white side. And then that whole vision ended. Then I was in another place where I saw Kelvin being caressed by, it was blue and purplish mermaid. So I was trying to drag him away from that mermaid. And then he said, no, I want to stay here, I belong here. Then I heard your voice saying, fight. And then I said, no, Rev, I'm tired. You should come on his own accord. Then it was as if you pulled my right hand by force so that I could pull with my left Kelvin from the other side. And the vision ended.
What was the outcome when I pulled you, and why did you pull?
We fell to that side, and then it just
ended. Away from the dark side?
Yes. This time it was when I pulled him with my left, where he was sitting with the mermaid. We managed to pull him, and then he fell to the other side. But it was intense. It was like it had been happening for a very long time, because you seemed to be dragging him and he was refusing, dragging him and he was refusing. Then the time when you pulled my hand, my right hand, that's when I had power to pull him with my left.
Can you give me the final reason why all these financial decisions were done without consulting the Revelator, to the extent of having all those dates?
Normally it's what we would usually do. The thing is, when the students come, they are supposed to come with their money in hand, so that
yes, but there is no security.
Yes, so that they attend the classes. So by the time when we were doing it for a few people, I then told him that we need to stop, so that we don't have this much people, because once the students are in school, it's like the parents, they relax. Now my child is learning, I don't have much pressure. Then for him, he will be insisting that, because by right, when we pay, we're supposed to get the money right there and then from the school before we even come this side, because they all report around June, July. So that's when all the money is supposed to come in. But then for him, he'll be insisting that, no, the parents said he'll pay me back.
Can you imagine? I want you to know this. How I struggled to go to the ministers' conference financially. How right now, I'm not only using the Ascension Room, we're having to use Clement's shop upstairs to do the Raw Center. You people should ask yourselves that, do you know that the finances we were wrestling for here, they were transferred by the Revelator and Deliverance sessions?
Yes, that's true.
But you people are clueless to that. You'll be thinking that it's the way that you're running business.
We'll be thinking the money came because we managed to achieve
to do your business routines. It's okay. We'll be praying. You finish your fast today. I want Kelvin to watch this deliverance session and even the interview here, so that he understands what was happening in that deliverance session. And he hears every word that was being spoken by this man.